So The Secrets We Keep is about a road trip that these two best friends from high school take. They take an annual camping trip up to Sequoia, and on the way there, one of them is given the ultimatum to confess a secret to his best friend that's going to change their relationship, their friendship, and their dynamic.
So The Secrets We Keep really focuses on these two guys who have been best friends since high school, and they've done everything together, but there's something between them that is getting in the way, and it's all about one weekend where that comes to the surface.
But at this point, something gets out, a secret gets out, and throws a whole wrench in the whole thing. It's probably going to tear them apart.
So Tommy and Marco, at this point when we meet them, their relationship has been kind of growing apart. They've, since high school, they've kind of become different people. Tommy's more the kind of guy who's, at this point of his life, he's kind of ready to settle down, whereas Marco isn't. And so they've been best friends, but they've been kind of slowly drifting apart. And they still attempt to have these outings and connect and reconnect every year.
Marco is kind of the playboy, devil-may-care character that really pushes the story forward. He is really the character that instigates the entire plot of the film.
I think Tommy is kind of naive, with his whole situation, and I think that Tommy, wants to go forward with being, a good guy to all around him. I think that a lot of the times he's very vulnerable in that position.
You get characters that are involved in this in a way where they are innocent, people that are made a one-time mistake, and then there's another person who kind of caused all this, but they all have to deal with it in their own way.
Well, what inspired the story was that it was Brian's idea, and he had an incident where he went through a breakup, and he realized that as bad as the breakup was, he got off easy. It could have been so much worse, and so he got that idea of it being worse and kind of went with it and kind of decided to write this movie.
So after I wrote it, I brought it to Juan, who I entrusted that he would be able to produce this and do it and serve it right and serve it justice. And he ended up giving me a lot of great ideas, so we started co-writing it together and adding more to it, more layers to it, and divulging it differently. So after we established that, we decided, hey, we gotta find some people to help us produce this. So we reached out and found our producing team, who all were super excited to get this done because they believed in the story, they believed in the project, they believed in our abilities, and with that we all came together, and now here we are.
What really struck me about this project was just the level of intensity we're going to be able to get from the main characters. What you have two guys out in the middle of the woods, nobody else around, and totally isolated from civilization, and they're going to have to deal with something that will completely change the way they feel about themselves and probably about the world in that sense.
Como productor siempre estoy interesado en contar historias reales, con mucho realismo. Esta es una historia que cuenta una historia real, está contada desde una perspectiva donde vemos una problemática real. The Secrets We Keep es una historia que narra cómo se puede desmoronar una amistad por una mala decisión tomada por uno de ellos. Es justo lo que me hace poner manos sobre el proyecto, un tema tan importante como este, poderlo transmitir.
The first thing I thought of before I even wanted to do this was a really good advice that my dad gave me. He said, if you ever have a platform to speak, make sure you say something important. And this to me is an important story. Not just because I wrote it and I like it and it's enjoyable, but because I feel like this is something there's themes that people don't really address much in cinema, let alone in daily life. I see this a lot with my peers, and I really think this is an important topic. I also think it's fun. I think it's something that it's not just like, here's a lesson or anything like that. This is something that's actually fun and engaging. And the reason why we're crowdfunding is because we're trying to go the untraditional route, which is to let the audience decide. Do you guys have faith in us? Do you guys think that the project is worth telling? We do, but most importantly, do you? Producing a film is not cheap or easy, but we're only asking for the bare bones minimum, which is $30,000 for 6 shoot days. And that includes payment for our crew, our talent, our equipment, location, gear, and all the other things associated with filmmaking. And with that, we'll be able to produce the best project possible.
Thank you for your support. Please consider donating what you can to help make this movie happen. You can also help by spreading awareness of this film to your friends and family. Now check out the following sizzle reel for a better idea of the tone and themes we'll be exploring in The Secrets We Keep.